Okay, we're inside the garage, which has been converted into an office with a little faux brick. That's where the door doesn't close exactly right. Okay. That would make this the north wall. Inside the north wall, this is your electric load center. Electric service panel cabinet, breaker box. Call it what you will. Okay. We got some things going on right now. If you'll notice, see how this breaker comes down?
Yeah, it's not an
See how this breaker does not come down? Okay, that makes a gap right here. See how the hole for the breakers comes all the way down even? It's because we have a hole right there. We have an open knockout. Somebody could stick their finger in there, in that hole, and grab a good dose of electricity. That's what that is. So that needs to be taken care of. See where it says warning over here, and danger, and square D? Alright? That's called printing. Printing, that's what that's called. This is handwriting. This is not supposed to be handwritten. This is supposed to be printed like that. Okay, I didn't make that up. Okay? The panel manufacturer made that up. Okay? The code made that up. That's not me. See how this is stair-stepped right here? The breakers are stair-stepped. There's not a knockout open up right there. There's one down here. And these are hand-printed. Hand-printed. You're not supposed to have a gap larger than 1/8 of an inch between your cabinet and the wall. You got that? That compromises the fire blocking right there. You think fire can jump out of that cabinet and run down your wall? I do. That's what I think. I think it'll run right down there. And then this cabinet was screwed into place. Screws are faster and tighter. I get that. Zip, zip. Let's go to the beer store, Philip. Okay, Doug. Alright. But screws do not have the same shear strength that nails do. So if a tornado blew up your garage, you've already got a bad day. I get that. But if this cabinet had been nailed into place instead of screwed into place, it'd stay a better chance, whatever it is, but it would be a better chance of staying safely in place, not hanging on the floor, sparking, grabbing the firemen and that kind of stuff. It would be, hopefully it would stand a better chance of staying into place. Alright? Now see these wires coming in here? These are ground wires. These copper wires, those are exposed ground wires. You know what you can do with these wires? You can double lug them. Some people call them double tap. Call it what you will. But it's allowed. You can put up to two of these underneath the screw, and they have. They did that. Not a problem. Not a problem. See these wires over here? These are neutral wires. They're hot. They complete the circuit. The juice comes out of the circuit breaker here, runs around there, and it comes back in here. These are for emergencies. These are for use. And see how it's double lugged right there? No. One wire, one screw. You're not supposed to double lug, double tap, whatever you want to call it. But you're not supposed to double lug your neutral wires. So that those should have been single tapped. Single lugged. They sure should have. Another thing that I'm not seeing inside of this cabinet is I'm not seeing the bonding location. You're supposed to, and you can write it like that, but inside the cabinet, so the electrician can come in and he can look at this and he can see the cabinet. He can have a pretty good idea. He can go find the bonding without going on a treasure hunt. The electricians are pretty smart. They can hunt them down, but you shouldn't have to. It should be written inside the cabinet. This is called L1 and L2. These are the main feeds coming into the home. All right, they're supposed to have neoprene cover boots on them. If you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. You don't need to be touching that. You don't need to be touching that. You don't be a fool like that. But still, you're supposed to have the rubber covers. So we got copper to copper. So it all looks, and there it is. This is your main principle. That one breaker will turn everything off. It's 200 amps. So what did we learn? We learned that we got gaps in our panel. We got handwritten breaker identifications. And we learned that we got open knockouts. We learned that we've got screws instead of nails. We learned that we don't have protective covers. And we learned that our bonding location is not labeled. We also learned that our neutrals are double lugged. That's what we learned. Those are the things that we learned today.